Hey guys, what is going on? This is JackTech45 and today I bring you another Death Cake replay. Now this is the one that I said that I would bring you when I brought you Barks Internali's gameplay last week, I think. And this is kind of going to be my tank review of the Object 416. I'm not actually going to go through the armor values because it doesn't really have any. We will just go over a quick review. Turret is 100 millimeters. It can bounce things. If you're able to go hold down in this thing, it actually is pretty bouncy. But problem is look at this gun depression. You have 2 degrees of gun depression, so you're not going to be able to find very many spots where you can go hold down. Very quick tank. As you can see, reaches its top speed very quickly. It is going at around 52 kilometers per hour, so not too bad there. And the gun, you guys all know, is amazing. It's the same gun as the T-54. It doesn't actually get it doesn't actually keep the upgrade path, but it is the same gun. Same DPM. It has a ton of DPM, highest DPM of Tier 8 mediums, and it is definitely it's the same DPM as the T-54. So if you can get this gun to work, it is amazing. 201 penetration, 320 alpha. It is 100 millimeter, and it also gets 330 millimeters of penetration on its heat round. So basically, if you think the T-54 is good, then definitely look to get the Object 416 at Tier 8. Now, what do I like about this gun? Well, the DPM is fantastic. Now, when I mention that, I'm saying it's Tier 9 DPM. It is Tier 9 DPM. So, like I said, if you can make the gun work, it is fantastic. Now, a lot of people said when I posted the last time the Object 416 is OP, they're like, no, it's not OP, blah, blah, all these reasons. Well, I don't know why you can't get the DPM to work, because you've played, normally when you go to this tank, you've played the A44, so you're kind of used to the zero gun depression, but I don't know what it is. I'm assuming that people are very stubborn and they don't like to use zero gun depression, but hey, I'm used to it. I play Chinese tanks, I play this tank, and I do fine with it. So I really like this tank. I also have a 60% win rate in this tank. It is very capable of carrying games, and it is very capable of completely dominating games, as you will see here in a little bit. Let's go over the team setup. Okay, so let me recap my review really quick. Really good DPM, amazing gun. I love it so much. I couldn't ask for anything more in a Tier 8 medium. I got used to the gun depression. I got used to the fact that the turret doesn't turn. The tank is very hard to hit because it's so low profile. Also, it is very stealthy because of its low profile. So kind of use it like a tank destroyer. You can push flanks, but you need support. Don't try to push by yourself. But if it comes down to it, at the end of a game, if you need to kill other tanks, you can do it. You can flank them. It is possible. I would just recommend being a sniper, as you see me here. So let's just go over this game setup here. 42% chance to win. I am in a platoon with Mr. Klickenhoff and 1337 Virus. That is my best friend from when we were young. So I finally got him to play World of Tanks, and he is now in QSF. He's not in a clan in this replay, but he's playing his battle bus. Click's playing his Type 59, which, if you don't know Click, he plays his Type 59 every other game. That's why he has like 3,000 battles in it. But hey, it's a great tank. If I had it, I'd probably play it that much too. But not a very good chance to win this game, and that they have a couple. They have one good platoon over there, and that one platoon is probably going to do some crazy damage. So we'll see what they do in the end of this game. But that shot actually missed, and you see I missed about 3 shots so far this game. Now, sadly, you know, I do miss with this tank. This gun does not troll you as much as American tanks do. One thing I will say about these Russian medium guns is that their accuracy on paper might be a little bit worse, but they seem to have laser-guided missiles sometimes. What I mean by that is, sometimes they go exactly where you aim them, and sometimes they just go straight into the ground. Now, you could say that's RNG, but at the same time, with the Russian guns, it just feels like they don't go into the ground as much. American tanks, they have better, like I said, better accuracy on paper, but they always seem to go in the ground. And that was a nice moment of RNG there, starting the T-32 on fire. And why did I choose to go to this position on Sand River? Now, this is a pretty campy position, but you see our team, I think you would do the same thing as well. Our team is melting at the moment on the southern flank, and me and Click decided, as you saw at the beginning of the game, to just leave that flank and let them come to us, because if they come to us, we have a pretty good defensive position here. But if we push out, we do not have any support. We would have gotten no support. And at this point, Artur, or 13th Virus, has already died. His battle bus is out of the game, sadly. And that would have been nice to have him maybe being able to hit this Lerva or somebody like that. And that KV-1S actually tries to snipe me, and I juke that shot. But I still have full health. I've already done 2.5k damage, 2.6k if you round up. So pretty good DPM. Like I said, you guys will definitely see how this DPM works. 381, and that's the thing about this gun. The 320 alpha on a medium is just crazy, and when you reload every 6.9 seconds, it's actually the same reload as a Centurion 1. So think about that. Centurion 1 has a great gun, 218 pen, but it only gets 230 alpha. And when you reload at the same speed and you get 320 alpha, ooh, I have stopped playing my Centurion 1 for a little bit. Even though it has the better gun, soft stats, and it has gun depression, it has a turret, I still love this tank. Now, nothing wrong with Centurion 1. I still do enjoy that tank as well, but this tank is always just had a special place in my heart as soon as I got it. So we are in a dire situation here. It is 6-9. Hopefully I can take out this VK. I take 2 shots at him, but I don't hit him, and I'm kind of confused as to where those shots went. I thought that I had it right on his turret, but the outline was being a little buggy there for me, and I'm just going to leave him for the time being and try to figure out what this KV-1S is doing. Now, this KV-1S is over that ridge right there, and I'm trying to figure out if I can shoot him around this corner. And obviously I can't, but me and Click are basically trying to hold the base by ourselves. This KV-5 is pushing out a little bit, but I don't think he's in a very good location. And that Super Pershing is actually going to poke, and we're going to put another shot into him. Nice, 334 damage there. And then 6.9 seconds later, we are going to put one more shell into him. I think, if I remember correctly, maybe not. Oh yes, that's right, he goes behind the rock, and then we take one more shot and we end up missing. But Click does take out that VK, so that is good. There's going to be no spotting coming from the south, hopefully. We just have to worry about dealing with this KV-1S and this T26E4 Super Pershing. And I am just looking for shots for days here. I cannot find them. And I don't know if I didn't remember that there's a rock there. I'm pretty sure I knew there was a rock there. I just was bored because I didn't have anything else to shoot at. And then this KV-1S is still going to be annoying up there. Still making sure that we know he's there. Still being annoying. Still poking the ridge. So I just go back to hanging out for a little bit. Now, how is this game looking? Well, the Borsig and the Super Pershing, along with their artillery, are there 3 tier 8 tanks left. Now the Borsig makes a very silly play right here. I don't know what he's doing. In a Borsig, you should never be in that position, especially if you get spotted. You can kind of use that position if you're not spotted, but that is just a terrible position to be in. And I have actually run out of AP ammo, so now all I have left is heat, and the Nashorn actually gets a nice blind kill there. So good job from him. And is the Super Pershing finally going to come out? I don't think he is. I don't remember if I get him or not. But we are down to our last 3 tanks. Now the SU-100Y actually killed the Nashorn. Now if the Nashorn just would have moved, I think he would have been fine, but I think he stood in the same spot. So the SU-100Y, who's a very good player, just finished him off. And the Super Pershing, I hit his tracks. Now obviously, with the heat, you got to be watching for track shots like that, and I was very, very mad at myself when I did that. I mean, I know about heat, I know how it works, and I did it again. Such a waste of 2 heat shells. So what I probably should have done there is I probably should have worked on just trying to get around him, behind him, because I knew those shots weren't going to pen. I was kind of just more of screw it, I'm just going to try to do as much damage as I can right now mode, and that's what I'm doing right here. I was like, Click, let's go flank this guy. We got to kill him as quick as we can. The Super Pershing actually hits me and takes out my loader, so that's very unfortunate there. And this KV-1S is a very good player. He's not gonna let me kill him without some damage, and as you see there, he hits me and takes off a boatload of my health, but we go and finish him off. Now, we both have 2 kills. I've done 4.8k damage already, And very happy with that so far. And like I said, guys, if you're able to use this thing as a sniper, put the gun to work, it is crazy, crazy DPM. I mean, it's just, I can't believe how good this gun is at tier 8. And I really haven't found another tank like that is able to just put out the DPM like this thing. I guess I'm trying to compare it to another tank, but at tier 8 there really is no comparison. Just play it. It's awesome. I love it. And that was really unfortunate there. That SU-100Y that's been camping up there in the corner that whole time is actually moved up a little bit. He was camping right here. Now he's right here. So that position that I was just in is pretty useless. And basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to say, well, I only have 67 hit points left. As you can see, I only have 5 heat shells left and 1 high explosive shell. So if I run out of ammo, I run out of ammo. I'm just trying to do as much damage as possible here, because as of right now, this is actually my highest damage game ever. So the object finally getting me some awesome damage, and to this point I've only ever done 5k damage with this thing, and the Super Pershing actually turns his turret away from me, and I'm telling Click right now, Click, I only got 3 shots left, so I wish that I had more ammunition, and that one hits the building actually, and then Click dies. And at this point I've kind of accepted the fact that, hey, I'm probably not going to be able to do it, and then the SU-100Y of course takes me out, the guy that's taken most of my hit points and squirreled them away into his experience. But that was an awesome game. I can't really complain about that. Let's go on over to the score screen, and as you can see, it was a defeat, quite the heartbreak as Mr. QB would call it, but we did end up getting 15,361 win 8 for that game, 6,638 damage with a 75% hit rate. Now that is kind of a problem. Well, it's not kind of a problem. It definitely was a problem in that game. I had never run out of ammo before in the object, so those speculative shots you saw me taking were not really that big a deal to me. But since then, I've never run out of ammunition either. So it's kind of, I would like it to have a little bit more ammo, obviously, but at the same time, you normally don't do this much damage, and you normally don't need all your shells. So that's why I was taking a lot of speculative shots. Mastery badge, high caliber. And as you can see, I did a lot of damage. I was pretty happy with that one. 1,400 base experience, and that SU-100Y actually did a lot of damage as well as for a tier 6 tank. If he wasn't in the game, my best damage ever would probably be a win, and I actually lost 25,000 on that. But hey, that's okay. But guys, I hope you did enjoy the Object 416 review / crazy damage. I love this tank. If you haven't gotten it yet, go pick it up. It's very, very fun, and ignore the naysayers who say that it's impossible to use the gun, because it's really not. It really isn't. You can get used to the gun depression. Amazing tank. That's all I gotta say about it. Guys, I hope you did enjoy. It's been JackTech45 signing out. Peace.